Dirt Killer. Let's kill some dirt.
Hey guys, this is Old Man Wags here with Dirt Killer Pressure Washers, talking to you about pump-up sprayers. So the first thing we are going to examine is one of the most useful tools in the detailing industry. A lot of detailers use a spray bottle like this to basically apply a dedicated solution, whether it's a tire shine, tire cleaner, a wheel brightener, some sort of polish, wax, or finish. They use them all the time, and they're all over people's vehicles. One of the problems with these, though, is not only do they give you a very inconsistent spray throughout the entire process, but it can be kind of tedious if you're trying to flood the surface with something or do anything larger than just spot treating. That is where our new solo sprayer comes into play. With just the push of a button, not only does it rely on a steady stream of atomized molecules to basically do the job for you, it can flood the surface entirely, it can flood the surface evenly. Most important, because it's battery powered, you have no finger fatigue. What we're going to do in the next few minutes is demonstrate how our sprayer compares to our pump-up sprayer, so you can see dual action use. Let's take a minute, we're going to go out to the vehicles and see what they do. Alright guys, so let's check out our live performance test. We have our standard spray bottle versus our solo battery powered sprayer. What I'm going to do is spray this half of the tire with this spray bottle, second half of the tire with this spray bottle. We're just going to see, one, the end results, and two, we'll time it and see how long it takes. So let's get going. Alright, didn't do too bad, flooded the surface nice and even. Let's see how our battery powered sprayer does. Alright, which one was easier? Obviously this one, but did it actually make a difference? If we zoom in, we see some inconsistencies going around the tire. We even have a couple dry patches here and here, whereas on our side where we were spraying with the solo sprayer, it did everything, got everything soaking wet, and in some applications, that's what we're going for. Let's check this out on glass and see if we can see a difference there as well. Alright guys, now we're going to do the exact same thing on glass. What we're going to do is work from top to bottom, bottom back up to top, try to get as even coverage as possible, and again, we're just going to see which one wins. So, starting at our top, if we zoom in with our camera, we definitely have more concentrated and even coverage here. If I had stepped back a little bit further, it would have made an even larger flood over the surface. This is very concentrated in the center and then kind of flutters out to the side, meaning that solo wins in the most even spray pattern and most consistent spray pattern. All right guys, we're just gonna do this real quick. This sprayer hasn't even competed on the last two, so we're just gonna see what kind of even performance we can do inside and how controlled we can be in the environment around us. We have the exact same fan pattern set up, and let's see how we do. All right, now, if this was some sort of conditioner for the interior, we had nice controlled spray all the way around. We had a little bit of overspray here. That was my fault because of how I'm sitting. But there's hardly anything on the actual glass, which means it's going to be a lot easier for us to clean later. There's also nothing running off the surface because of how well it atomized everything and how even it laid across the surface. If you look at all of our tiny water molecules, they're all roughly the same size, giving us a very consistent spray pattern throughout this entire result. Let's head back inside and talk about the rest of this sprayer. Alright guys, so as we can see from our live demo, the solo sprayer wins hands down, not even a competition. Let's talk about some of the other features of this guy. Not only is he a battery powered sprayer that just plugs into any USB port, but our head holds a full 90-minute charge, which means it is going to look like that the entire time that you're spraying for up to 90 minutes. Now obviously this bottle size won't last as long, but this can be swapped out for almost any quart-sized bottle in the industry. The next thing we're going to focus on is inside of here. We have our Viton seals that basically hold up to as much chemical resistance as is possible in the industry. This is Dirt Killer Pressure Washers. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's kill some dirt.
Dirt Killer. Let's kill some dirt.